It is the biggest outbreak of bird flu in U.S. history. And today, Reuters is reporting that the government approved $330 million in emergency funds to help contain that disease. The virulent strain is wreaking havoc on poultry in the Midwest, and there's already concerns about rising prices and even an impact on, of all things, Thanksgiving. Morgan Brennan has more.
It keeps getting worse. Both Iowa and Minnesota have announced more probable cases of bird flu, bringing the total number of chickens and turkeys likely affected up to 25 million. This is now the biggest outbreak of avian influenza in U.S. history, surpassing a bout in the early 1980s that claimed 17 million birds. The USDA and CDC say this strain poses little risk to human health and that it has not entered the food supply. But as cases and costs mount, what does it mean for consumers? David Maloney, president of American Restaurant Association, says this is an egg and turkey story.
Roughly 2/3 of the cases so far with egg-laying hens, a third with the turkey production industry. The broiler meat or chicken market for the chicken meat supply, that industry has been insulated so far, and we expect that to remain so at least through the summer.
In the U.S., poultry is a $48 billion market, broken down into three main categories: broiler chickens raised for meat, eggs, and turkeys. Broilers are 2/3 of the market. Eggs make up about 20% and turkeys the remaining 10%. Broilers have been largely unaffected since most are raised in the South. But Iowa and Minnesota, the top producers for eggs and turkey respectively, have been hit very hard. Eggs are currently the biggest issue. Including pending cases, roughly 6% of the nation's layer hens have been taken offline. Experts expect that to push up prices.
We just bumped our forecast higher for egg prices for 2015 by about 15 cents a dozen. That should put us somewhere pretty close to 2014's inflated price levels at wholesale.
In terms of turkey, roughly 1.5% of the U.S. supply has been impacted. Seasonally, turkey is stockpiled from December through August, and so far that pace has been normal. If inventory growth begins to slow, however, consumers may have to pay more for Thanksgiving. Experts are also keeping a close eye on exports. Broilers haven't been infected, but they are the main poultry product shipped overseas. With top trade partners like Mexico and China imposing import bans and restrictions, the price of wholesale dark meat chicken has been falling, about 30% lower than a year ago. For a Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.